Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is a full review. This is by Amouage and it's called Lyric Woman. And so this is obviously marketed towards women. And when I first apply this one, it's quite an aromatic opening. I get quite a lot of spice. There's cinnamon listed with cardamom and ginger. And I think you get kind of a little bit of all of that. It's a quite intense, kind of spiced opening, like I say, kind of aromatic. There's kind of a floral feeling. Rose is listed as the main floral, and to me it doesn't come across overly rosy though. It's floral, but it doesn't hit me as like massively rose centric, but it's generally kind of what I call perfumey floral. So I have this perfumey floral note with this rich kind of mix of spice that's quite a kind of a powerful opening, and it smells great. I think it's a good smelling perfume. As it dries down, the spices just chill out a little bit and it becomes this very kind of pretty musky kind of floral. And there is a slight powderiness. Orris is listed as one of the notes. It's not full on powder, but I just get a little vibe of the Orris kind of note. And in this case, there's just a hint of a slight soft kind of dusty powderiness to it with this mix of floral. There's some woods, sandalwood, a little bit of creaminess to it. There's a subtle sweetness, but this isn't a sweet perfume. Luckily, I'm kind of not a huge fan of where they overdose the sweetness in these kind of fragrances. This one, there's a very subtle sweetness. Tonka is listed, but it's not massively sweet by any means. It's a musky, woody floral with a spicy opening to me. And as it dries down further into the base, you get patchouli coming through a little bit. It adds a little bit of slight earthiness, slightly darker, deeper. At this point, as it's going into the far dry down, like I say, you get a kind of a vibe, a bit of patchouli coming through in the base, a little bit more of the woods, the sandalwood, and a little bit of the tonka. Like I say, it's not a sweet perfume, but you get a hint of it as it dries down. And this very clean, almost slightly soapy musk, and the way it combines together in the dry down, it does remind me a little bit, maybe going into somewhat of a moisturizing cream kind of tone feeling. It's got something that reminds me a little bit like I say, like a moisturizing lotion or cream. It has a creaminess to it, it has a cleanliness to it, it smells clean despite the patchouli. And so I think all of the phases are quite nice. The dry down might be a little bit boring in comparison to the opening being so like woof. But in general, I think it's pretty good fragrance. I would say it does lean more feminine, although I really don't see why a man couldn't wear it, to be honest. It's not massively feminine. It leans a little bit feminine because of, I would say, the perfumey floral type note mixed with musks and woods, and I guess some people might say, yeah, it smells womanly, but I've smelled more feminine perfumes marketed to men before, so I'm gonna say it's unisex. I had no problem wearing it myself. So for this one, I would actually say it's an all year round fragrance. I think you could wear it with few sprays in the summer. It might be a little bit difficult in the opening with the spices, but applying it lightly, I think it would be okay. Spring for sure, autumn perfect, winter probably would be fine. So in general, I would say all year round. Daytime, work safe. It's not going to offend anybody. And nighttime safe, you could definitely wear that either on a date, going out for a meal, going out with friends, or like I say, going to work, or even a formal occasion. I think it's both casual and formal. It's got an elegance to this fragrance, I feel, the way it smells like you could pull it off very, very nicely dressed, you know, going to whatever kind of event you want to go to in a formal occasion. It would work, it would pull it off. So I think it's very, very versatile. It could be a really good signature fragrance for a woman, I think. In terms of performance for this one, I found the projection sillage was very good in the first kind of 2 to 3 hours. It's definitely floating around and people will pick it up. I would say at around the 5-hour mark it's sitting pretty close to the skin on me, where I have to be kind of here to smell it. But it goes on and on and on and on, and I was thinking, well, I'm about 7-8 hours now. It's a skin scent, it's very soft, I don't think it's got long left. It got to 11 hours, it was still there. So the longevity is a little bit hard. I would say you're going to get 8 hours, definitely 8 hours. It's going to last you all day. You will smell it, most people will smell it, skin chemistry dependent, very faintly, up to 12 hours later, I would say. So performance is very good, no complaints there, and it's a good smelling fragrance. If you like spicy florals, then check it out. That's the best way I can describe it. I enjoyed wearing it. I would enjoy smelling it on a woman. I think it's worth checking out if you like I say, more spicy kind of florals. The spices are a top note. They fade after maybe 30 minutes, like I say, into a kind of slightly powdery, musky, woody floral, going into a little bit more of the patchouli in the dry down, into this kind of moisturizing cream kind of tone. Very, very smooth, very kind of creamy and soft, and quite clean as well. So yeah, very nice. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you tried it, let me know your thoughts on it too, and I'll see you next time with another one. Take care. Bye.